Live from Burbank, California, it's the BaffleGab Non-denominational Intersectional Wintertime Holiday Extravaganza with your hosts Lenny Thompson, Ralph Wigglesworth, and featuring Bill Morgan, a football fan who doesn't understand why the players don't just stand for the damn flag already. Now let's go to Bushwick, Brooklyn, to the 10-bedroom shared loft of Lenny Thompson.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I'm Lenny Thompson, voice of liberal reason here at BaffleGab, coming at you live from BaffleGab HQ. We're having quite the snowy evening tonight, and our resident conservative Scrooge, Ralph Wigglesworth, is running late. In the meantime, I'm sitting next to a roaring fire, reading some Robert Mueller fanfiction I got from the internet. Hopefully, this exciting tale of Trump's downfall will become nonfiction in 2018. Here, let me read you a passage from Strangled with Russian Ties, Mueller and the Putin Patsy. Robert Mueller, Esquire III, arrived at the White House that evening bearing bad news. His investigation into the potential collusion between Trump's election campaign and Vladimir Putin had finally come to an end. And what did he find? Collusion, beyond a reasonable doubt. Mueller thought that he would do right by the president, and inform him that tomorrow, the special prosecutor would reveal his findings to the nation, and recommend that Trump and his numerous associates serve time in prison. Mueller entered the Oval Office, finding a disheveled shell of a man staring out of the window. "Is it my time, Bobby?" Trump asked, as he slowly averted his gaze from the falling snow. "Yes," said Mueller. "The gig is up. We know all about your little deal with Putin, and you will soon be serving hard time in a maximum, no-holds-barred, pound-you-in-the-ass federal penitentiary." Trump collapsed on the floor. "No!" he yelled, knowing his protestations would do him little good. "Let's make a deal. I'm a dealer maker, remember?" Robert smirked, as if he knew this would be the president's reaction. "Okay, you want to make a deal?" Mueller demurred. "Yes, I'll do anything!" Trump shrieked, exasperated. "Anything?" Robert replied. Trump gave a defeated nod, like a bad pup who knows he did wrong. "Okay, Mr. President, I'd like you to meet Rob Jr." Trump seemed puzzled. "Your son?" he asked. "No, my dog." Mueller dropped his pants with gusto. Get to sucking, God damn it. This isn't what I thought it was at all. I guess I should have known /fiction meant stories about knocking boners. Speaking of knocking boners, there's just a knock at the door. Suppose that must be Ralph.
Lenny, it's colder than Hillary Clinton's personality out there.
Oof. Yeah, it's a zinger, Ralph. Oof. Well, you know, Ralph,
Wait. This is where you live?
This is where I live. I have roommates. You've been here before.
Yeah, I met the person at the door, the half-shaved head, the
she's genderqueer, okay? You don't have to, struggle to name her gender identity. Well, fine.
They're tagging your living room out there, I want you to know.
It's called street art.
Okay, well, it's inside street art. It's too cold for street art there tonight.
Let me warm you up.
All the liberals are inside.
Let me warm you up with some party favors. Yeah, here you go.
What is this?
It is a copy of Wonder Woman on DVD and a...
Wait, this is the pro-Israel, the pro-IDF movie.
Well, it's also
Lenny, you do know me. This is the pro-IDF movie.
It's also pro-woman. And speaking of women... Also in this bag is a miniature of the Fearless Girl statue, famously put up in front of the Charging Bull on Wall Street.
Yeah, I would have preferred the bowl, Lenny.
Well, if that wasn't enough for you, it also has some organic soap, because you always need organic soap.
Organic soap? I don't even know what makes soap not vegan or whatever you're doing here. I don't know what this
Don't
is.
ask me. I just buy it.
Well, Lenny, I actually got you something, too, for the holidays. Yeah. Now, usually what I try to do is I try to cut back by 15%. See, what I do is I make a list of all the people that got me a gift, and then for all the people that I get a gift, I take 2 people off of that list. That's how I do it every year. So you're still in the running. Still got you some gifts. Here you go. This is a certificate this is 1 stock in Dow Chemical.
Okay.
Right, that's for you, an investment. And here I got you, this is another certificate. This is 1 stock in Monsanto Company. So now hold on to these, and these are going to grow over time. And I think
I don't really want stock in Dow Chemical and Monsanto, 2 of the most evil corporations on the planet.
Well, you know, Lenny, Christmas is about getting things that we need, not necessarily things that we want. And so now if you hold on to this, in 20 years, you're going to have quite an investment in the future of America.
We'll see. How much does it net me if I invest it straight in the trash can?
Well, the money is still there no matter what you do with these certificates that I made you and printed off for you. Okay, the money's still going to be there, it's still going to grow. And now you can, if you would like, Lenny, I'll share you the Vanguard account I set up for you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Index funds?
I did, yes. Do I have to buy these? You have to set up an account and stuff. Yeah, it's $8 to trade now.
Oh,
but you're not going to want to trade very often because these are stable companies, right? These are stable blue chip companies. You're going to want to leave your money in there for a long period of time. These are penny stocks we're trading here, Lenny.
Yeah, I know about stocks.
Okay. Well, this is about a $200 gift I got you here, right?
Oh,
so that's pretty good.
$200 gift.
I'm just saying I got you a good gift. Okay,
All
it costs
right.
more than a DVD. Who even has a DVD player anymore, Lenny? I don't know why. I'm just going to watch Wonder Woman on HBO Go. Why am I going to even have this?
Thanks to the blood money, Ralph.
You're welcome.
I also got you another gift.
Blood money is still money. Blood money is still good money. Is it not still spend?
I guess it does.
Welcome to America, pal. It still spends.
It's all blood money. I got you a real gift as well. That was party favor.
That's $200. That's a real gift.
Okay, well, I got you a gift.
That's party favor? You're giving that to everyone?
Yes. But
that devalues it. That devalues it if you're giving that to everyone.
For you specifically, Ralph, I got this. It's Ta-Nehisi Coates' We Were 8 Years in Power.
Thank you, Lenny. But I speak English, so I'm really not sure what I could do with this book. I would prefer a book that was in English, like Paul Ryan's The Way Forward, or Ted Cruz, America We Stand, or Donald Trump, Make Us Everyone a Deal Better, or
yeah, definitely.
Marco Rubio, We're All Dreaming in America Now, baby, or one of the classic books.
By the literary luminaries, Paul Ryan, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz. Wow.
Yeah, Herman Cain, you too can be a Godfather CEO. Here's how. 10 steps.
Well, I went and got you another present too. I know, I'm being way too generous this year, but I got you...
Wait, I know why. It's because of the tax cuts. Lenny, you already have all this extra money to spend on all these gifts.
Already receiving the benefits of the tax cuts in 2017.
For someone as poor as you, Lenny, you're going to have $2,000 extra every year because we're going to lower federal withholding. You understand?
Yeah.
We're going to lower federal withholding. That means you're going to get more money each paycheck. Isn't that going to be nice?
And then pay more in April.
Even though I know you don't earn a paycheck very often, but when you do, you will get less. Yeah, maybe you'll have to pay more in April, but you'll be saving that money. But from the money that you'll have from Dow Chemical and Monsanto, you will have more than enough to pay your taxes in April.
Well, I'll just use a pass-through anyway. But anyway, I also got you a subscription to the Bernie Sanders podcast.
My God, Lenny, come on. How much? I bet that cost $27? His famous number, $27 for everything?
It's actually free.
Well, let's take a listen.
I'm Bernie Sanders. You are now listening to the Bernie Sanders podcast. I am here at a coffee shop, a local politically minded independent coffee shop in Vermont called Grounds for Impeachment. I am here with Bill Nye, my guest for today. Bill, please speak clearly into the top of my MacBook Air. That is where I've been told that the microphone is full. Hold on a second. Now my computer is at 1%. There's not enough battery to do a whole podcast. I am now going to need a charger. We will continue this in a second. Does anyone here have a charger for a MacBook Air? I think a 2009 MacBook Air. I need a charger. Well, I'm going to pause right now and we'll get back to the podcast as soon as I find a MacBook Air charger.
Who's that? I'm not expecting anyone.
Oh, I think that must be Bill. You know, Lenny, this is the time of year when it's important to remember the less fortunate, which Bill clearly is. You know, you got to invite them into your home, unless they happen to be a Syrian refugee.
Look, Bill.
But I have vetted Bill. He is not a Syrian refugee. He's not an ISIS sympathizer.
All right, look,
he
Bill
may
is,
be many things. But.
Bill is not welcome, okay? He's going to say something anti-globalist in front of my non-binary sous chef roommate. He is not welcome in my home.
Who's it? Was it now? I don't know. I didn't really. But look, Lenny, I feel bad for him. Okay, we gotta let him in here. All right, he was on the corner with General Lee, his dog, and they were just trying to keep warm with a "Make America Great Again" Snuggie. He was cuddling his Trumpy bear. I couldn't say no. We locked eyes. And when you lock eyes with someone, you feel compassionate, and then it's harder to take away their programs. You know, so.
All right,
Let's just let him in.
Moivin, open the door, please.
Boy, it is colder than Hillary Clinton's cunt out there.
Bill, god damn it.
What? Hillary Clinton has a cunt, does she not? Now, what did I say that's wrong? Now, this reminds me of the fight I just had with that who's it, what's it droid at your door.
Oh, God. All right.
Bill, welcome.
Yeah, Bill, I don't know why I'm doing this, but here's some party favors.
Well, now, what? A Wonder Woman Frisbee? Now,
It's
Lenny,
a
thank
DVD.
you. That's not. I love superhero Frisbee.
It's a Wonder Woman DVD, a miniature of the Fearless Girl statue, and some organic soap. You're welcome, Bill. Merry Christmas. Go away.
Well, thank you, Lenny. Now, I don't really much care for soap, but, you know, I'll give this to General Lee, and he'll eat it. It'll be a nice little gift for him.
Wow.
Well, Bill, I actually spent some time. I got you something nice, Bill. Not just party favors that you give everyone. I got you something special. I was thinking about you, Bill, and I noticed that your bootstraps were looking a little rough, a little tired and torn. So here I got you some new bootstraps. Now, look at this. Now, that's pretty good. I could use these as like maybe a tie on the end of my belt. And no, that's not all, Bill. I also got you something I know you'd really like. A 2-liter of Mountain Dew. Now, Ralph, a 2-liter of Mountain Dew. I'm going to drink it right here now.
That's 200 calories right there. I mean, you know, that's something.
This is my whole dinner.
Yeah. And, well, you know, you're not going to eat the soap. I guess your dog is, but I hope you have something to eat.
Here you go, General Lee. I brought him in your house. I hope you don't mind. He's
Yeah.
out there terrorizing. He's eating a tofurkey or whatever you got. Go hooking out there.
All right. Well, that's fine. But I feel like we're forgetting someone.
They said it was an impossible burger. I said it ain't impossible for General Lee to eat. He just gobbled it up. Anyway, they're fighting him out there. Good Mountain Dew.
Bill's always such a gracious house guest. But you know what, Ralph, Bill? I feel like we're forgetting someone in this gift-giving extravaganza.
I got you a gift. I got Bill a gift. That was the end of my list. I don't know any of the other 13 people that live in this apartment, so I didn't get any of them a gift.
We're forgetting the listeners.
Oh, yes! The people who bring us up to 3 listens every week on SoundCloud. What did we get those fine folks? Which are probably just us refreshing the page.
For the BaffleGab listener, we got the best gift of all.
Jesus Christ?
Nope. Clips from the first year of BaffleGab. Woo!
Oh, I'm sorry, I threw up a lot of that Mountain Dew, Lenny.
'Tis the season.
Let's get into my report from Left Forum 2017. I awoke on Saturday, June 3rd, still pumped up from the night before. After months of marches for science, Trump's tax returns, and the victims of the Bowling Green Massacre, I was finally ready to march for something important. I was ready to march for truth.
Americans are about to march for one of Donald Trump's least favorite things, the truth. If you're looking for answers in the ongoing Trump-Russia probe, the White House doesn't seem to have any. But despite the White House's silence, today protesters are taking to the streets to demand answers and an independent investigation into Trump's Russia ties.
Jeffrey Sessions, Michael Flynn!
Jeffrey Sessions, Michael Flynn!
Tell your boss the fix is in!
Tell your boss the fix is in!
All these lies are so uncouth!
All these lies are so uncouth!
We will march till we get truth!
We will march till we get truth!
But it was raining really hard, and I didn't quite finish my protest poster. A giant necktie to represent Trump's Russian ties. Besides, I remembered another political confab was happening that same day in New York City, and it was indoors to boot. I'm talking about Left Forum. Now, I had never heard of this left forum before and was frankly kind of embarrassed. Here's this long-running conference, which must be brimming with fellow travelers, smart, MSNBC-obsessed lefties like myself, who are as steamed about the Trump-Russia connection as I am. In fact, the only reason I stumbled upon this forum was because of my, quote, The Resistance Google alert, which is conveniently also the theme of this year's forum. So I got dressed and headed up to the John Jay College of Criminal Justice in Manhattan to talk politics. After standing in line for a good 20 minutes, I finally made it inside, and wow! These were my people. Just look at all those hammers and sickles! Obviously, a tongue-in-cheek nod to Tropicana Hitler's Russia problem. They even had a cutout of Karl Marx next to the main entrance. That's edgy, man. The first table I passed was for a group called Draft Bernie.
Hi, I'm Rod Brana, and I'm here at the Left Forum.
Now, as many of you know, I supported Hillary Rodham Clinton in the primaries and have had my run-ins with the Bernie bros online. But hey, Democrats are Democrats. We're all just one big blue.
And we're collecting signatures to a petition asking Bernie Sanders to start a new progressive party.
Wait, what? This was sounding suspiciously like a third-party pitch, and I have an irrational hatred for third parties. Hey, if Ralph Nader didn't run as a spoiler and 13% of Florida Democrats didn't vote for George W. Bush, Al Gore would probably be in his 5th term by now. Incensed, I wandered around the large atrium where vendors were cramped together, when suddenly it hit me.
Pat Noble, National Co-Chair of the Socialist Party.
My name's Joseph. I'm from Revolutionary Regroupment.
Marjorie Stanberg, and I'm a supporter of the Internationalist group. We're really classical Marxists in that sense.
Marty Goodman, and I'm with Socialist Action here.
My name is Comrade Communicator of the Intergalactic Workers League, and I'm just...
No. This communist imagery isn't tongue-in-cheek. These are actual communists. For a moment, I was confused. I thought the left meant Al Franken and Nancy Pelosi, not Mikhail Bakunin and Pierre-Joseph Proudhon. This is America. Oh well, I'm already here, so what do these Trotskers think about Trump's Russian ties?
The media frenzy over Russia is really telling about how absurd the nature of bourgeois politics is.
Either wing of the capitalist class, I don't care what they do to each other, they can all go to hell.
Well, personally, I think it's absolutely nuts. I really do. And now, first, the Democrats were screaming because of Comey and the FBI was, trying to manipulate Hillary's campaign. Right. And now they love Comey.
The Russian connection, quote unquote. I was talking to some folks in the back room there about one professor that I heard on CNN. Cohen is his name, Stephen Cohen. And he was on CNN, they asked him about that, and he said there is zero evidence for that Russian connection. And they go, oh, look at all the intelligence agencies that say there is one. He said, no, there's zero evidence.
Of course they're laughing. The evidence is all around us. I furiously Googled the Director of National Intelligence report on Trump-Russia, which is routinely trumpeted by the media as irrefutable proof that Putin ordered the DNC hacks himself. Well, the majority of this report is lifted from a 2012 DNI memo on Russia Today, or RT, the state-owned Russian news service, and I'll be honest, I couldn't find much actual evidence on Trump-Russia, other than anonymous intelligence sources repeated in the media ad nauseum.
Do you have any evidence at all?
Well, Your Honor, we've got plenty of hearsay and conjecture. Those are kinds of evidence.
In the end, I did find one person who thought the Trump-Russia connection was important.
Much of the left has rejected the Russian connection, and it's very real, and it's very connected in its own way to the FBI connection. We must first go into this question. Hillary Clinton, in a fairly unprecedented move, opted to promise UFO disclosure. as you may know. One of her closest advisors, her campaign manager, John Podesta, no relation to Jay Posadas, by the way, is a major American ufologist, and he got this victory. He got the front runner, not just of the Democratic Party, but in the campaign in general, to promise UFO disclosure. And this is why our league, the Intergalactic Workers League, put all of our considerable effort behind Hillary Clinton. So we must adopt a transitional demand. All proletarian parties must adopt a transitional demand of disclosure, at the very least, to continually show that the capitalist parties, the capitalist class, will never allow it. They will not allow it as much as they will not allow communism, because they know that they are one in the same, comrades. They are one in the same. And this election was our first glimpse of this. Disclosure sunk Clinton, and it will sink any candidate who floats it, but it is a necessary demand. But we will only win disclosure by seizing the means of detection, by infiltrating SETI, by infiltrating the government agencies that are hiding the truth, and contacting our comrades from beyond the stars.
This episode of BaffleGab is sponsored by Great Horses Plus. Sure, there are other apps out there that let you order great horses, but only Great Horses Plus lets you order great horses plus a shovel, which you'll need for all the horse shit you'll be shoveling. There are great lessons to be learned from horses, so be sure to also check out our Great Horses courses. Start off with courses taught by horses like how to eat this apple while it's on the ground, whip that fly off your ass, and how to get an erection so big it kills the man trying to do these bad things to you. Subscribe now and use the code Mr. Hands at checkout for 10% off. Oh boy, that is classic BaffleGab. You know, fellas, I'm glad just to be here with you and just to have someone to spend Christmas with. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to do the cooking here tonight.
Oh, really?
Well, that's very nice of you, Bill. Now, Trent, I brought the steaks. Now, these are classic. These are 100% pure Trump steaks.
I don't eat meat. I'm a vegetarian, so...
Now,
no
Lenny, so are the cows. These are all grass and corn-fed cows. That's all that's in there. When you eat meat, you're just eating an animal that only ate grass and corn feed. You can eat this. Now, this will be good for you. Now, pull me to the way to your George Foreman grill.
It's in the kitchen area.
All right, I'll tell them droids and who's and what's this to get out of the way now.
But why are we talking about the steaks? I mean, that only BaffleGab Plus subscribers would have heard that, Bill.
That's right, Bill. This is from episode 4. The gang goes to Left Forum, right? That where you got these steaks? Didn't they come in your Trump box? That's right, this came on Make America Great Again box! As y'all remember now, I remember when I first saw these steaks. But so this week, Trump is putting out a big league box. That's what these are called. They sent an email, and, you know, let's read it here. It says, the president wanted to make sure you got the special offer. Because of your overwhelming support, you're on our list for the first round of big league boxes. What is a big league box, you're probably asking? A big league box is hand-picked bundle of exclusive and vintage official Donald J. Trump merchandise delivered straight to your door every month as a reoccurring donor. So you pay, you know, the monthly cost. I think it's like $29.95.
Wow.
And then you're getting all the official Donald J. Trump gear.
So the steaks, the Make America Great Again hat.
I think so. I'm not sure what's going to be in the box, but Bill Morgan, frequent guest on the show, is here. And I cannot wait! Oh my God! Bill, settle down. Hold on. I have my trusty pocket knife here.
Wow.
And we're going to do an unboxing.
I'm just amazed that you were able to, you had the self-discipline to hold
yourself
Lenny. Back from opening this box.
It was very hard, Lenny. I was over here and I just kept looking up. I had the General Lee, my dog, was protecting the box in my car all week. I said I didn't want anyone to come in and steal this because I know everyone loves to get their hands on some official Donald J. Trump. There's a lot of bootlegs going around in my neighborhood.
Well, you had your lawn sign stolen multiple times for Donald Trump, as I recall. So, yeah, that makes total sense.
And I still think it was you, Lenny. I still suspect that it was you.
It was not me.
If I found you, I'm going to sick General Lee on you. You know that's true.
I would never go to your part of town.
All right, well, Bill, let's just see what's inside of this box. All right, let's get a little drum roll here going.
Here we go.
All right. Now, I'm not going to figure out this. Now, the thing is, I don't want to cut any of the things in here. So I don't want there to be like a cool t-shirt or like a Trump hockey jersey.
Just open it.
All right, I'm opening it. Oh, my God, this is all kinds of stuff. Oh, my God, it's full of all kinds of stuff. It's a lot of...
Wow! Whoa, Bill, don't come in your pants. Okay, so what's in there?
I already did, Lenny. You know that's true. All right, let's see what I got here. First, I got a steak. Oh, I got a official Trump steak on there. It has Trump stamped into the steak. That's how you know it's an official Trump steak.
I thought they discontinued those.
No, they still. Well, I don't know. Did they? Maybe this is one right here. It's official.
Yeah.
Well, it is. Let's see. It is expired.
Oh.
Bill, this does have an expiration date on it. It's December 1999 is when this steak.
Wow.
But well, it's coming back around again, and that's how time works. Time, it's going to come back around and be December 99 again. Wow, Bill, it sounds like you've had quite a year. I mean, the audience probably thinks that as a crazy Southern racist that this year was all good for you, but the truth is, I can remember that you had some good times, like when you auditioned for the HBO show Confederate. Remember that, Bill? I sure do. I'm thinking of it right now.
That's just...
Well, look, I'm sorry. My mind has been all over the place because I am preparing to become an actor. Now, I never thought I'd be one of those Hollywood elites, but I found a role perfect for me.
What's that?
See, now there's a show now on TV called The Throne Game, and on The Throne Game, it's a bunch of dragons and a bunch of bullshit that I could care less about.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Now, it turned out that them guys are making a lot of money, right? So they're having a new show about, get this. Now, I'm not one for TV ever since they took Married with Children off the air. A show where the South has won the Civil War and the Confederacy rules the country.
Confederate.
The Confederacy wins the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Confederate. I cannot wait. Anyway, I am going to believe I'm auditioning for the part of Vice President Nathaniel Bedford Forrest. He's going to be one of the leads on this show.
AKA, like, the worst guy in the Confederacy.
Well, I believe he was a Democrat. He's one of the founders of the KKK.
The parties don't mean anything.
No, I believe, let's not evade facts here. He's a Democrat, I believe, proud Democrat, wore a horse, but he had an elephant on his sleeve.
Yeah, he was a liberal like Barack Obama, actually.
Yes, he's one of the founders of the KKK.
Liberal racist, let me tell you.
Well, on this show, he's going to have been vice president, right? And now, so I'm going to be auditioning for him, and so picture this, fellas. Now, the scene is going to open with me, and I'm down there. It's going to be like a wider shot, like a bigger shot, like it takes the whole movie, and I got my rifle down the ground like a sword, and I'm looking off in the cold, cold distance, and I pair up, and I go, the South is rising.
Captivating.
Wow! That's a show that I would watch.
Yeah, go on. Let's see the audition.
Well, so there's a bunch of different lines. It's got a lot of famous quotes.
Just throw some out there. Come on. You're an actor. What's wrong?
A government that fears arms in the hands of the people should also fear rope. Ugh. And I got tons of rope. Ugh. Hell, I could open a damn rope store with all the rope. Okay. Sorry, I tried to add a little improv in the end there. Because my agent said that the casting people like it when you can fiddle with the lines like that.
Yeah, I mean, rope store. Yeah, Bill. So you have an agent for this, or?
Of course, you met him. He's also my doctor. I will be represented by Dr. Harold Borngood. Now he's the one who saw the Craigslist ad for this audition.
Well, yeah, he's the guy who helped you with your various legions and boils and cysts and God knows what else is growing on your body.
Well, I got a wart here that I got to take off with that rusty tin can, but he can't do it until we get rid of Obamacare, because unfortunately I pay in to Medicaid, and I'm using that, so because I'm on Medicaid, it won't cover my current doctor, so I got to lose Medicaid.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm happy to say that Bill Morgan actually sent us a tape of his audition before we, recorded this segment that you're listening to right now, and I'd like to just play a few of the highlights from Bill Morgan's audition for the HBO show Confederate.
Yeah, you heard me. I said we ought to hang Abe Lincoln and all the Yanks that supported him. Now, what's your son's name? What a beautiful young boy. I'm sure when he's old enough, by the age of 9, he'll join the Confederacy and help us fight this devilish war. Now, there ain't gonna be no Kunta Kinte around here. Your name is Tony. Now, say it with me now. Tony, I'm Tony. Hey, pick that up. I like my turnip served ice cold. Now look me in the eye, Mr. Speaker, and you tell me how you call yourself a man when you don't even own no slaves. Now I don't see why I'd go around buying a cotton gin when I've got perfectly good hands at home digging my cotton. Mr. President, I think we ought to annex Winnipeg. Sir, we just got word that Johnson in Kentucky has invented a thing called an aeroplane. It's a bicycle with 10 slaves and 2 wings on the side, and when they're pedaling real fast, they go off the air. We gotta start investing in this. Them is good memories. But you also had some bad times. Like when the statue of your granddad, Chester Hibbins, got vandalized. Do you remember that? I do remember that. Why are you bringing this up? I don't want to think about this. But I am. I'm thinking about it real hard right now. Okay, Bill, so now you feel safe in America again. Well, I did now until I done saw all these statue hullabaloo. Now this has really got me down because I have my own statue, and I got attacked. Bill, you have a statue that got attacked? That's right, I have a statue on my front lawn of my grandpappy, the great Confederate soldier Chester Hibbins. Bill, I remember in a previous show you said that your grandpappy Chester Hibbins didn't actually fight in the Civil War. Well, now that's true. Now, he did get a bum knee and was not able to serve, but he did hold down the fort, so to speak, at his house where, he protected. He said, I'm going to look over the women and make sure the Union don't come in and attack us here in town. And luckily, they never did. Wait, but so let's go back for a second, Bill. What happened to your statue? Well, someone broke in the other day, and now, I don't know, they were planning to take it down, but a bit of vandalism happened, and they spray painted over it. They wrote, "The blacks are cool." And then on the other side, they wrote, "The Civil War was only about slavery." And now when I saw that, I done teared up and I said, that ain't true. Who did this? Who would do this to my Chester Hibbins statue? So Bill, I'm just trying to get the story straight here. So someone came in overnight and vandalized your Chester Hibbins statue by spray painting "The blacks are cool." That's right, someone did that, and then the other side said it. Yeah, the other side said that the Civil War was just about slavery? That's right! And we all know that's not true. We know it's about state rights and economic need to be separate from the Union. And I'm sorry, Bill. If you could please settle down. I think that this might be the point where if Lenny were here, he would chime in and say that it doesn't really seem to add up. Now, someone wrote "The blacks are cool." And I don't understand what is so confusing about this. Now someone broke in. I don't know who it was, but now I'm gonna find them. And all right, you broke me down. I did it. I went out there in the middle of the night and I took my spray paint that I stole from my neighbors, and I did it to my own statue. I damaged Chester Hibbins because I know they're coming for me. I know that they're gonna come and ask and take my statue down, and I just can't wait anymore. I know that they're gonna rip me down, and I know I have a permit for my statue, and I had a permit, and now there's gonna be warrants out for my statue, cause a warrant? Why is there a warrant out for your statue? Oh, cause I stole the spray paint from my neighbor. My God, Bill, you're crying just like that Nazi from the Vice News thing. You're just crying like a little baby. Come on now. No. I'm gonna have a warrant, I'm gonna go to jail, and I'm losing my free speech because it's offensive. Now I just want to go back and be free and be proud. Mr. Trump, if you're listening to the BaffleGab podcast, I just want to say that you promised to make America great again. And now this isn't great. We're losing we're losing our monuments, and I want to go back. I mean, hey, now look at this, Ralph. Every other time in America was better off for the white man than it is now. Now, I don't think there's going to be much of a future for America as far as the white man is concerned. But now, Mr. Trump, if you could take us back to the 80s or the 50s or the 30s or the 1880s or 1860s or the 1820s or the 1770s, any of that times you could just be free to be racist and have your monuments up. And if anyone had any problem with it, you could say, yeah, well, I run everything, so I get to make the rules. You know, we could control so much that, you know, we could do anything, but not now. We're losing everything, and we wanted it to just be safe and have our statues, and now we're losing our statues. We're losing our statues. I'm gonna lose Chester Hibbins. And Bill, you gotta settle down, okay? I'm sorry. But, alright, I know that this is gonna be a tough time for you, but, I'm sorry about your No, you don't gotta be sorry about the statue. And I gotta say, this has put me in such emotional pain that I'm gonna have to do something that only a dirty liberal would do, which is I'm gonna sue. I'm gonna sue the government, and I'm gonna ask them to pay for my emotional pain for these tough times. You're gonna sue the government? That's right. The government owes me $40, because that's how much it cost me to put the Chester Hibbins statue together. And they owe me a new dog. What? I don't understand what's going on, Bill. The government is gonna owe you $40? And a new dog! Because my dog now is getting too old. And he got spray paint on him because he done rubbed his side up on the side and he's mirrored up the paint, so I had to re-spray paint. The blacks are cool again. So now I'm asking the government for $40 and a new dog. That's what they owe this white man for all the pain that they have brought him. All right, Bill, you're going to have to settle down.
This episode of BaffleGab is sponsored by MeUndies.
Hey, get over those! Those are MeUndies!
MeUndies.com. Save 50% by using the promo code MEGABGAB.
Oh, boy! That was classic BaffleGab.
It sure was.
Boy, who can forget listening to that 60 seconds of pure entertainment?
That's right.
But I remember when that was all going on. The whole take a knee thing, huh? Hey, wait, take a knee, that's something I have a strong opinion about. Well, I mean, it doesn't seem like you learned anything here today, but I'll tell you what America learned, and they learned it from a very unusual place.
Mm-hmm.
From all the kneeling that's going down in football, you'd think, will any good come out of this? Well, the answer is yes, some good did come out of it, and that good is a brand new country song by Neil McCoy, who's the real McCoy when it comes to protest country songs.
His name's also Neil.
That's what I said, Neil McCoy.
It's just curious that he has an issue with kneeling. But what's this song called, Ralph?
It's called Take a Knee, My Ass. Let's listen to a clip.
I'll stand and place my hand upon my heart every time her anthem plays. And when I see somebody on TV take their stand on bended knee, whether it's on AstroTurf or grass, I think of those whose freedom was not free, and I say, take a knee, my ass. I'll stand up for the flag, take off my hat for old glory. Thank God I live in the home of the brave and the land of the free. I'll honor the ones who gave it all, so we're all free to go play ball.
This is Song of the Year.
This is terrible.
This is great.
This guy, he was like a country star in the 90s, and now he's trying to make a comeback with a politically charged message about a controversy that's months old at this point.
He didn't choose the politics. Politics chose him. They brought him into this whole debate.
Well, I think a grammar teacher should also choose him because he needs to work on his commas. Take a knee, my ass.
Now, hold on now. Here, let me play that again. Play a bit again.
Why?
I want to. This sounds very
Bill Morgan
familiar.
is back, by the way. He's back.
Bill Morgan here. Now that sounds very familiar. This song. Now I can't quite place it, but it sounds familiar.
Okay.
Bill, I don't think this sounds familiar. This is a brand new song. It's a new song. It might sound like, there's a classic Neil McCoy type of twang in there that you may recognize.
Classic Neil McCoy.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is... No, well, I got it now. Hold on, no. Hold on, wait a second. Now, hold on now. I wrote this song.
You wrote the song?
Not this song. Neil McCoy done stole from me, but I wrote a song. Now, my song was called You Can Take a Knee When You Pry It From My Cold Dead Ass. And now...
Wait, is that like in parentheses? When you can pry it from my cold dead ass?
Yeah, when you can go from my cold dead ass, that's when you get your knee back. Now, if you're going to take a knee, you better have lost all your legs over in Afghanistan. That's what I say.
If you're going to take a knee, your knee better be an ass because this is the national anthem, damn it.
That's right. Now, if someone plays national anthem, you stand. Now, ain't no bended knee.
Yeah. Or you sit. Or even
if you're going to...
If you're disabled or like elderly,
you don't even take a knee if you're there to propose to your wife at the game. If you come to football game and propose to your wife, you got to wait until the national anthem is done before you get on bended knee.
I don't know about that, but... Anyway, you said you wrote the song.
Now, it was my Dr. Bloodgood. Now, he's good at twanging on the old guitar. So the other day we were having chorus. We was twanging on the old guitar, and I started playing the spoons. I keeping a beat like this, and I just start singing. He said, "Sing what's in your heart," and I said, "You can take a knee when you pull it from my cold dead ass." But now we can play the full track on here. But I think I summed up my feelings there. And now that I see Neil McCoy is done ripping me off. Now that is just put a fire in my gut right now.
I can't believe this, but let's play another Bill Morgan song for the second episode in a row. I'm very excited to hear You Can Take a Knee When You Pry It From My Cold Dead Ass by Bill Morgan.
The other day I saw something on my TV screen that reminded me more of the USSR than the USA. It seems not everyone wants to stand for the flag today. And to that, all I have to say is, I would say I can't stand to see football players kneeling in front of me. This ain't how the USA is supposed to be. Ain't supposed to take a knee. You gotta stand for something or you fall for anything. So I stand for the flag. And if you kneel, it's when your leg is half mouth. So that's a tragedy. You can't take a knee when you pry it from a cold dead ass. You can't take a knee when you pull your leg away from me. Cause I'm making you stand, I won't let anyone take a knee. Oh yeah, when the anthem plays, you better stand. Whether you're in your seat, the beer line, or the urinal. And if you're taking a number 2 when you hear that song in our glory waving, yeah, you better take one for the team and do what you have to do. Don't wipe your ass till they're done playing the anthem. You can take a knee when you pull it from my cold dead ass.
Bill, wow, that
was something. That was
some good licks. there's
Well, that's all my doctor. He always on the guitar and all, and had some friends of his in the band. Now we had to get General Lee to stop his howling during it, but yeah, I think now Neil McCoy, if you are listening to the radio right now, this is Bill Morgan, and I would be more than happy to open for you if you wanted to take me out on the tour.
Okay, well, speaking more loudly doesn't mean he can actually hear you. But
sorry, Neil, if you could please hear me if you liked what you heard. There is more of it. Just get us a 12-pack, and Dr. Harold will start jamming, and I will start coming out with lyrics from my soul. Funding for this episode of BaffleGab is brought to you by NatureBox. When I first had the idea for NatureBox, I was obese. You should have seen me. It was hilarious. I was mocked so hard that I started living in the woods. That's when I discovered the treats of nature. You can live a perfectly healthy life just eating twigs, mulch, and assorted dead animals you find on the ground. NatureBox is now the slowest growing box-based monthly subscription snack service. Each month, I'll package what I find in the woods, and I'll mail them to you for $9.95. Each NatureBox contains twigs, leaves, mulch, and rocks that your body needs. Now, whether you're paleo, Atkins, whole food, plant-based, vegan, or South Beach, you can start eating the shit I find in the woods today. So join NatureBox. Warning, NatureBox may contain trace elements of rat feces. Also, please be prepared to have some very violent shits. This stuff gets pretty rough on the way out. Wow, guys, I sure did learn a lot this year. Now's the time to reflect and think back, and one of the things I learned was who the Juggalos were. They're a gang, I think, right? Lenny, are they a gang? They're a gang of musicians who stay poor for the cause, and they only drink poor soda just to show who's who's boss.
It sounds like Juggalos to me.
Well, let's listen to their March on Washington, where they came, they got high, and they left and got home early to watch WWE Raw.
Speaking of cucks, there's a Juggalo March on Washington that's set to begin.
Now, I don't even know about this. There's a whole new sort of leftist gang that is out there.
Yeah, and you see, I have my disagreements with Antifa, but the Juggalos, I think they're all right. And I want to play a little clip to just kind of show you what good-hearted people these Juggalos really are. Because even when faced with their own mortal enemies, the maggots, the Slipknot fans.
Who are the maggots?
Well, let's find out.
Alright, we're recording now. Yeah. Alright, what up, homies? This is Juggalo Ranger 117 and my homie Slipknot. Now, this is my first rant. This is the first one of many, and I gotta say, I'm fucking pissed off. I don't understand why Juggalos and fucking maggots can't be friends. Now you say there's a bunch of us that are friends and shit like that, but fuck it.
There's still that main, big, giant group who hate each other's guts for reasons I don't fucking know.
Now let me make this point to you. Maggots hate Juggalos because we go to a concert and look at two fags wearing face paint. But hey, guess what?
Maggots, we look at non-faggots wearing masks. One of them's nose is this long and waddles like a dick and he jacks it off.
What is the difference? We are all considered horrorcore. Now, Slipknot may not be underground, but they're still fucking wicked.
ICP's still sick, so is Twisted and Blaze and all the others.
Now see, these Juggalo people, they're not quite like Antifa. They don't beat on people when they have a disagreement. They try and talk it out, they mediate their conflicts.
They are using slurs in here. I don't think...
Okay, but
these are the
context.
moral leaders of the leftist underground gangs?
They're not leaders of anything, except, I guess, maybe the Juggalo movement and the maggot movement, if that's still a thing. Does Slipknot... Slipknot's still around. I don't know.
I'm familiar with the Juggalo posse, and I know for years that they have not been moral leaders for the youth of America, even though they've been on that podium. A lot of youth looks up to them. They're going to be leading this rally in Washington to say what? This is not going to be an I have a dream speech from Mr. Two Dopes.
This is going to be, FBI, stop classifying us as a dangerous street gang. That's the message.
Yes, by going there and scaring people and causing a lot of violence.
But what's your problem with Insane Clown Posse?
That they're not, they go up and they use foul language. They just are not good moral leaders. They teach a lot of, bad things. These are bad guys.
Like what? What are you talking about?
Let's listen to a clip of Bill O'Reilly, God rest his soul, interviewing two of the members from the Juggalo posse.
We're entertainers. Our only goal isn't to change the world and make everything better. I don't give a damn about the world. But when it comes to it, we throw good things in there. You know, we're not totally evil guys.
Do you care about the audience?
I care very much about the audience.
All right. You said yesterday you were greeting some fans, and you said to one kid,
"How you doing?"
You said, "How old are you?"
How old are you?
And the kid said, 12.
12? Did your nuts drop yet?
Did you drop your testicles yet?
Right.
To a 12-year-old.
That's right. Exactly right.
How are you caring about this 12-year-old?
I'll tell you exactly how I'm caring about the 12-year-old. What 12-year-old in the United States, show me the neighborhood where a 12-year-old kid doesn't know what a pair of balls are yet. What neighborhood or what fantasy are we living in where you think your 12-year-old kids don't know what that is yet?
I know.
Yeah, Ralph, show me the neighborhood where they don't know what balls are.
I'm sure that they do know what balls are. But
yeah.
Is this guy going to stand up there and say, I have a dream that every 12-year-old will have his nuts drop?
What?
That's the big
I don't think
moral
so.
speech that he's going to be given to these Juggalo posse that's backing him up. He's going to have a million Juggalos in Washington listening to him for some, moral ground. And what is he going to say to them?
Whoop whoop.
And they're going to do what? Spray Faygo at him?
Maybe. That'd be fun. I mean, why are you such an old man? Like, look, they're fans of, a musician, the Insane Clown Posse. They've been wrongfully classified as a gang, and because in an interview in the year 2000 with Bill O'Reilly, the guy talked about a kid's nutsack, all of a sudden they're, like, just reprehensible.
I think that they've always been reprehensible, okay? And now that they're starting to, join these gangs like Antifa and all that, and then the maggot army is going to be there facing off, I think that this is something, as a parent, my kid won't be watching the news that day. He won't be seeing any coverage.
Oh, yeah? You're not going to let Ralphie Jr. watch the news that day?
No.
To see all the hatchet men in Washington descend?
No, my boy Ein will not be able to watch any of the news footage of this, so he doesn't get it influenced.
Okay.
I just don't want to happen to, like, good old-fashioned tunes. I think that there's still got to be some good, like, doo-wop bands or something out there. And in fact,
like a barbershop quartet,
Yes, someone that sings about our president and how great he is. And in fact, I do know someone, Lenny. And his name is the guy holding the sign that says Blacks for Trump at the Phoenix rally.
Wow.
Let's hear him.
President Trump is the greatest president ever. Oh yeah. America great, make America great, make America great, America great. Make America great. To everything that makes
You're living nice.
Make America great.
Whew, this is delicious hot chocolate, Lenny.
Yeah, it's nut milk, cashews. I make nut milk myself, actually.
What, this is,
it's really simple.
You squeeze these nuts yourself? It's the milk?
Every night. It's just kind of become a ritual now before I go to bed. Squeeze my, the nut milk out of my nuts, various nuts.
What? Lenny, I got your karaoke machine to work!
Bill.
Wow, Bill. Hey, Bill, why don't you do the honors of wrapping up the first year of BaffleGab and singing us out with a nice Christmas song?
Wow. Okay, Bill. You up for it?
I'm ready. I got it all tuned up with Benji Crosby's White Christmas.
That sounds appropriate.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I had from 1777 to 2008, and then Christmas stopped for 8 years, where the treetops glisten, and the children and my doll generally are listening. We all get presents cause the president's white, and it's a present to everyone. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, where every Christmas card says Christmas. Starbucks cup says Christmas. Walmart greeter says Christmas. Everybody I know is white and says Christmas.
No.
Bill, all right, Bill, please stop, all right? Will you just stick to something that you're good at?
Yeah.
Like rapping.
He's got brains, he's got guts, and he's got Donald Trump's vote. Ladies and gentlemen, our great candidate, Slim Shady.
Intensity's heightened, tensions are rising. Trump, when it comes to giving a shit, you're stingy as I am. Except when it comes to having the balls to go against me, you hide them. Cause you don't got the nuts like an empty asylum. Racism's the only thing he's fantastic for. Cause that's how he gets his rocks off and he's orange. Yeah, sick tan.
Woo! Orange alert, people. Orange alert. Another controversy at the Trump White House. Eminem, right there with a freestyle about the president, the commander-in-chief, talking shit, they might say, about the POTUS. And, it kind of sparked a furor in the media after Eminem released this...
Fury. You said furor.
A furor, yes, from, people on Trump's side of the equation.
Yeah, because this is very disrespectful. For one, he pretty much put himself in a corner right here. Good luck trying to rhyme orange, Mr. M.
Oh, you got him. Well,
I'm just saying, if he takes time to write this, he's going to be back in a corner trying to rhyme orange.
Well, Mr. Mathers is a
hiding out in a parking
master.
garage in this clip.
Okay. All right. Well,
hiding
yes.
out in a parking garage.
In this clip, it is like a little odd. There's no beat, and he's just kind of talking in the parking garage, and like some people are around him looking like, oh man, did he really just say that? Whoa, that's deep.
Yeah, because what he's saying is racist. I thought liberals were supposed to be above this, but he is there denigrating a man for his skin color. He's calling him, this orange president. That's how he naturally looks. You're not allowed to just say that about the president's skin.
Is that actually how he naturally looks?
Yes,
he
this
looks
is his natural skin color.
Okay.
Find me a photo where he's not looking like this, and that will prove that that's not his natural skin color.
Well, I think you'd have to go back to pre-Art of the Deal days to find that.
What are you saying? You're saying he tans?
Yes, it seems like he does tan. He has
show
those
me
white circles under his eyes. Maybe that's where
because he stays up all night working hard for the American people. Show me a photo of Trump in a tanning bed. Do you have one, Lenny?
That's the only proof you will accept, apparently.
Yeah, that's proof that he's tanned, is if he's in a tanning bed. Yeah. Okay. Show him out sitting with Snooki out by the beach at Jersey Shore or whatever, getting his tan on.
Wow. Well, I'm glad we got a Snooki reference in there. I don't think anybody's mentioned her for a few years at least. But, the funniest thing about this story to me, because honestly, I don't really care. Eminem, great. I'm glad you did this freestyle about Trump. whatever. But the funniest thing is the reaction of the Trumpsters, the orange diehards, if you will. There have been so many response videos.
Orange lives matter, too. I want to throw that out there. Just because he's the president, you can say what you want about the president. You should be respectful, but you can say what you want. Orange lives also matter.
Okay. Well, I would just like to play, because listeners of the show might remember us featuring a dynamic duo that goes by the name of Diamond and Silk.
Yes, very funny ladies. They're, I believe, still the only private citizens that Donald Trump follows on Twitter.
Right, and it's two
that is true. Look it up.
Middle-aged African-American women who support Donald Trump.
Why do you have to say that? Just two women.
Well,
or is that also you can't say women anymore? Liberals can't even acknowledge gender anymore.
It's statistically, 94% of black women voted for Hillary Clinton, so that makes it notable that these two are African American.
Two hilarious beings.
Yeah, well, they released a response video to Mr. Eminem.
As they should have.
And I would like to just play a clip of that very briefly.
I like giving equal time. Thank you, Lenny.
Trump's your president. He's your president. He's the president. Trump's your president. He's your president. He's the president. Trump's your president. So get over it. Stop crying like a baby and a little bitch. You mad that Hillary lost. Diamond Hill trying to tell you that Trump the boss. He's a baller. A shot caller. I hope he builds that damn wall till he taller. He's a baller.
He's the president. He's the president. He's the president.
Yeah.
He's build the wall tippy tall up. He's the president. That was way better than Eminem. I want you to think about this just objectively. You listen to that. You listen to Eminem's. This has a beat on it. The music sounds good.
I just want to be clear.
They sound good singing on it. It's catchy. He's the president. He's the president. That's something you can walk around and you can hear all day long. He's the president. He's the president. Not
he is the president.
Whatever, like Mr. Orange. Don't like that. You tan. You sucks. Middle finger.
Okay, well, just to be clear, this was originally beatless. There was no beat in the same style that Eminem's freestyle was posted. There was no background music. I added the background music for this podcast, and I made it flow a little bit better.
You tricked me?
Well, I think they needed a little bit of help to make it sound more appealing.
Well,
that's all I'm saying. I thought it'd be a little funny, lose yourself, yeah.
You did a good job then, Lenny.
Well,
I think maybe you should apply to work with Diamond and Silk. Diamond and Silk Productions. You should be working there.
I could be their beat master. Diamond and Silk. Well,
he's the president. He's the president. I think it's true.
It's just
you
funny
can't deny it.
They just keep repeating the fact that he's the president as if that nullifies any arguments against him. Well, he's the president. Okay, did you think about that?
Is he not the president?
He's still the president.
Is he not the president?
He is the president, unfortunately. And there was one other clip that I wanted to play from some guy who's a country music minor player in the country music scene, Chad Prather, who had some interesting words for Mr. Eminem. Let's listen.
Hey, Marshall, I guess now you're a social justice warrior, but I'm about to floor you. Don't want none, won't be none, but I'm about to school you, son. You guys have gotten yardage out of pushing filth and garbage, drivel, snivel, prejudicial, and now you want to bristle? But it's a little too late. Your fate is on a plate. And wait, mate, that 8 Mile style, it's been dead a while. If you don't believe we can unleash hell, then just wait a spell and ask the NFL. You're a tool, a fool, a wannabe, a has-been, a novelty that's about to feel your economy going down the drain. You feel the pain? Because you ain't nothing but a stain I shouldn't have to explain to my kids. You've lived in a bubble spouting filth none too subtle, and now you want to act like piety yet a downfall to society, so step back with your calliope and shut your stupid mouth.
Damn, Lenny, that is hot fire.
Yeah.
That is hot fire right there. Why isn't Eminem rapping like that? He's not rapping that fast. He's not, prejudiced, but you pass as garbage. Old Mile style is a wax style. That's good, and I don't hear Eminem rapping like that.
It sounds like, that
Eminem had all those pauses and stuff. He's not flowing like that guy's flowing. Chad's got something.
Chad, it really sounds like, I don't know, like maybe that should have been the vocal track for some Paula Abdul song or something, some crossover country rap project. It just sounds like so stereotypical of what like a white country star would think to do when rapping.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think it was good.
Yeah, it's something. He can talk fast. I'll give him that. He
Which
can
is
speak
what rap
speedily.
is. Yes, he's talking fast.
Well, it's a little bit more than just talking fast.
He's rhyming. He's spitting. He's like, he's
spitting.
Yeah, he's burning.
Literally,
Eminem.
he's like spitting tobacco, like as he's rhyming.
Even more credit where credit is due.
Yeah. Well, I think that he's definitely someone who is milking this to promote his own brand, because I had never heard of this Chad Prather before the Eminem controversy.
Come on, this is a low blow.
Do you know who the hell Chad Prather is?
No, but I'm sure he's got a lot of fans, and I'm sure they look up to him, and they look up to him as, someone who can't sit idly by as our president gets attacked.
Yeah, I'm sure Bill Morgan might have heard of him. I don't know. Bill Morgan isn't in the studio today, so I guess we'll never know. But
fellas, wait, it's me, Bill Morgan. So
why are you here?
Because I hid a walkie-talkie in here a week ago, so I'll be able to keep tabs on what kind of nonsense gets spread on this little radio program, especially you, Lenny. Your anti-government, your conspiratorial leanings. I want to make sure of what you're saying on here aren't spreading lies.
All right,
Bill, you're gonna have to calm down.
Yeah, it's ironic coming from you, Bill.
But I heard you talking about Chad Prather.
Chad Prather.
Now he's one of the newest rising stars in country music right now, and I think it's good when a star can also get political.
Yeah.
It's like when Johnny Cash stomped out all those lights at the Grand Ole Opry. It's like, it means something like, take that, big Opry.
Yeah. He's definitely getting political. But I'm curious, you're a country music fan, not so much a hip-hop fan, but you were pleased with that performance. You like that Chad Prather is taking it to Eminem via hip hop and rhyming and all that.
I do like that. Uncle Cracker is the only rapper that ever got me to move my feet. I feel like.
Talk about country grammar. Uncle Cracker.
Yeah, that's right. He got that country grammar on there. Yeah. Oh, I love Uncle Cracker. But so I am not really a rap fan, but I thought I could give it a go. I said, this sounds easy enough.
Give it a go.
Give it a go. It sounded easy enough. So, my buddy, his son makes beats, and so I went over there the other day, and I said, hey, give me a beat, like something that I can just, fire back at this Eminem's at. Everyone's making their diss track. I want to get my diss track out there and let him know, you don't say this about Trump, because he's the president.
Wow. So, are you saying, Bill, that you have a recording of your response to Eminem?
I do. I have it right here. It's on this cassette tape. If you could put this in and hit play.
Well, I don't know that I have a cassette player, but we can look around the room here, and maybe in a box of old, obsolete electronics, I'll find one.
Maybe, Lenny. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
Well, now you're trying to silence the voice of the people. You're trying to silence the voice of the people. Now, right now, Lenny, you find a way to play my diss track.
Okay, I guess, folks, I gotta go look for a cassette player. So we will be right back.
You better not erase it by accident and pull a Nixon. Turn up in my headphones. Yeah, I can't really hear anything in the headphones. Oh, there we go. Yeah, all right, that's good. Yeah, now I can hear it. Yeah. Trump is the president of the United States. When they ask you who's the president, you gotta say Trump. He lives in the White House. Why would he do that unless he was the president? You ask him for his address and he says, I got a couple of Trump Tower, Mar-a-Lago, and of course 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, because that's a White House and I live there because I'm the president. Do you remember January 20th? That's when Trump became president. What about November 8th? He didn't get the most votes, but he's still the president of the United States. Hey, Mr. Eminem, I got you a present. It's Donald J. Trump. He's your president. I'm Bill Morgan here to give you an education. Why you hating? I'm the best rapper ever and you're the worst. Eminem, more like M&M's, cause me and my dog eat you like a stack. Now get ready for a rap attack. You ready? You ready? I hope y'all ready. You ready? Some of them I do like you're assuming I'm a human, but I'm a super shooter with a shotgun. Figured you love my wife's scooters for fun. I'll take a Trump dump, give President Trump a fist bump. You're a Humpty Dumpty falling off Trump's wall. It's not even built yet, but it will be. And then all you libtards will see you're trapped in America with Trump as the president, the best president ever after Ronald Reagan.
We ain't friends, Mr. Eminem, because you're mean. Bill Morgan, best rapper ever, you know what I mean. I fucked up when I said I'm the best rapper ever, but that's alright. I'm still pretty good. Yeah, you cut that beat. Cut that beat right now. Yeah, Mr. Eminem, Trump is your president, and if you don't like that, you should have voted more for Hillary, or told her to go to Wisconsin.
Hot fire from Bill Morgan.
I mean, it needed a little work, Bill, I think. You could do it a little again, finesse it a little bit, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, it flows okay. It's not bad.
Well, I just can't wait to hear Eminem, his response. That's the whole thing. You do this, and then I want to hear his response back to me, and I want to say, do it. Let's hear it, Eminem.
Yeah.
Let's hear what you got. Let's see if you can rhyme orange with orange or whatever, and if you can shoot back. Try to deny that Trump is a president. I dare you.
Thanks, guys. See you next year. Okay.
All right, bye, Lenny.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you, Lenny.
Yeah, bye.
Excuse me, baby. We're leaving.
Okay, bye. Finally. You're gone. Well, it's just me again. As it was at the beginning, your host, Lenny Thompson. I pooped. That was a Christmas slog. It really was. But I think I learned the true meaning of Christmas.
Thank you, President Trump, for letting us say Merry Christmas again.
Something to ponder as we enter the next phase of the dystopian nightmare that is Trump's America. We'll see you in 2018. You've been listening to BaffleGab. Take care.
Out of time. Bye-bye.